happened to this team in Europe?
I don't think that 2-game road trip revealed anything about this team we didn't already know. This team have a lot of warts all over them, and they need to be addressed sooner rather than later.
Before you fly off the handle, Johnny, take a deep breath. Ha, 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 ha. Does someone somewhere have a voodoo doll collection of this roster?
As always, not helping.
I guess the season's over.
So,
That was the plan.
why does it say placed on waivers?
Nothing said. I have to talk about dumb moves and a Pens front office.
What the hell did I just watch?
Do I really need to be here for this at this point?
I'm not having flashbacks to Game 4 against the Canucks last spring.
At this point, Johnny, you can just splice together old intros.
Cue the intro.
Redemption take you home.
Preds lose 3-0 to the Colorado Avalanche Saturday night inside Bridgestone Arena after being off for 5 days after coming back from Stockholm, Sweden. I'm not going crazy. You're going crazy if you think I'm going crazy. This team has now been shut out 2 games in a row, and they have lost 7 of their last 8 games. And during this last stretch, they have scored 1 goal. 1 goal in their last 9 periods of regulation hockey. What new ways can I think of to express my frustration with this team? Let me really think this through. Once again, the good news. Is good news really the positive, right thing to say? Just the happy note that come out of tonight? Yes, I'm happy Captain Roman Josi returned to the Preds lineup for the first time after missing 12 games, but it didn't help create any offense. But I guess it also didn't make things any worse. So that's a good thing that he returned. It was Hockey Fights Cancer Night, which makes me think of my aunt who went through cancer at least twice. I'm on the spot here. And we lost her 10 years ago next month. And much love to Willie Donick and his family who recently lost his wife. That's the positive thing that I guess we can think of on this night, is that we're striving to eliminate all forms of cancer. I wish this team could have taken stories like that with the children that were honored early on in pregame and use it towards getting a win. But we knew early on that this game was not going to go to Preds' way. 15 measly seconds into this game, Avalanche are in the Preds zone. Puck comes along the right wing board, and Brett Burns just lets an innocent shot go. Was it tipped? I still don't know. But somehow it gets past Saros, and just like that, I thought it was going to be much worse by the end of it, so positive there. But early on, it's 1-0 Avalanche. Who knew that that goal 15 seconds in would be the only goal that would beat a goalie in this game? In retrospect, yeah, maybe Saros should have had that, but also in retrospect, it was the only goal that beat a goalie, so I can't blame Saros for the fact that he didn't allow another goal, and he got no offensive help from anybody in front of him. The lone bright spot in that first period, otherwise for the Preds, was the fact that they outshot the Avs 16-6, got no goals, 11 shots in the second period, again, no goals, and 8 shots in the third period, all the while going 0 for 3 on the power play. I'm sure the Avs are like, yeah, we'll take another penalty. Our players can rest in the penalty box because this Preds power play is no threat at all and not one, at least, bit scary. Like, really, did this team think it was just going to flip a switch come the third period? A third period where they got 1, maybe 2 shots by the last quarter of the third before they turned it on to make it at least bit respectable on the shot total in the third period. Like, hey, guys, we tied it late in Stockholm last Friday, so, hey, we can do it again here when we're only allowing 1 goal to the Avalanche. Nope, wrong. I'm really surprised that Saros this season does not have migraine issues from the lack of goal support in front of him, even though you can tell, for the most part, he's working his butt off. And speaking of working the butt off, let's touch on this briefly here. If GM Barry Trotz wanted to say that somebody was working their butt off on this team, and he said it about his goalie, he would be completely within his right mind to do so. You don't go on the afternoon drive show of the Preds flagship station on DVD and say, oh, I believe our coaching staff was working their butts off, when faced with criticism on if he's going to make a coaching move if things don't improve. Obviously, with that answer, nothing's going to change. Burnett's going to be behind the bench until the end of the season unless Bill Haslam, new Preds owner, tells Barry Trotz to make a change, because Barry Trotz answers to him, and Haslam will have to give him the ultimatum. But we'll see what Haslam wants to do. At worst, I can't see this going beyond this end of the year in the offseason. But oh my God, just to give this fan base some hope and some positive change, I wish it happened right now. And then late in the third period, still down 1-0, Andrew Burnett finds it within his wisdom somehow. A team that has gone 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. Heck, let me pull my goalie not once but twice. Both times the Avs would score into the empty net, because of course the Preds would somehow find it within themselves to tie this game, just like they did in Stockholm, right, Bruno? That's why you did it, because this team that couldn't score 5-on-4 during the game is somehow, with more players on the ice, going to score 6-on-5, right? After it failed the first time, yeah, it's going to somehow work the second time. Yay! Of course it didn't. With this shutout loss, the Preds have now allowed the most goals in the league, with the Blues beating the Islanders earlier Saturday afternoon. The Preds now have the lowest goal differential in the league in the negatives. And right now, Calgary leads Dallas 1-0. If Calgary goes on to win this game against Dallas, the Preds will be officially the worst team in the overall NHL standings. With all this misery we're going through, thank God the NHL hasn't changed to an 84-game schedule. There's only 61 more games of misery to go this year. Next up for the Preds are the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, coming to Bridgestone Monday night. A team that is not in the NHL playoffs as of right now. A team that just got defeated at home against a team that they defeated in the Stanley Cup final last year, Edmonton Oilers. The Panthers, yes, despite the fact that they're not in a playoff spot, are going to be hungry and pissed off, and they're probably going to feast on the Preds Monday night. So prepare rightfully so. And heck, if you want, Preds Nation, you could go to Tankathon, bring up the NHL tab, and see, to bring yourself some joy, simulate the NHL draft and see how many times you can get the Preds into first. Before filming this Preds fan reaction tonight, I went in there. I like to do it 10 times in a row in one day. And wouldn't you know it, my luck as a day one Preds fan, that out of 10 times, twice the Preds stayed at 2, 4 times they fell to 3rd, and 4 times they fell to 4th, the furthest they can currently fall right now. Even if the Preds go on to be the worst team in the league come the end of the season, they probably still wouldn't have any sort of luck to fall in first. They'll probably still fall to 2nd or 3rd. Like I said, 61 more games of this to go, Preds Nation. I'm here to be your therapist. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and vent with me during every Preds game by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption, and that this channel serves as therapy for their fandom for this team. Seeing as I'm a day one, 27 years of my life rooting for this team. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Don't miss a chance, hopefully one day, to witness redemption.